Hey friends, how many Rice Krispies would you estimate that I ate in my Rice Krispie bar today? Okay, today we're going to learn how to estimate products. Before we get going, estimation should be quick and mentally easy. The goal of estimation is to make your problem easy so you can solve it quickly. So we have the same problem, but we have two different strategies we're going to use. So we have rounding and compatible. Rounding is always the safe way to go if you're having some trouble with this skill. So let's start with 22 times 388. When rounding, I like to look at my first digits because that will be the easiest mentally. So for 22, I look at my 1 spot and it's telling my 10 spot to stay at a 2, so I round down to 20. And then I have 388. The 10 spot is telling my 100 spot to move up to a 4, so I round to 400. And mentally, I can do 2 times 4, which equals 8, and then I have 3 zeros to annex at the end of my answer, so my estimation for 22 times 388 is 8,000. For compatible numbers, I like to think of Xbox games and PlayStation games, and I'm not going to take an Xbox game and bring it to a friend who has a PlayStation because they won't work together. They're not compatible. So compatible numbers fit nicely together. So what I usually have to do is look at the whole numbers here. We have 22 and 388. And so I see 388 is close to 400 here. And I see that 22, I know 22 is really close to 25, and 25 is a good number to multiply by. And I have a mental math problem of 25 times 4. Oh, now I'm thinking of quarters, like money. So it takes 4 quarters to make a dollar. 4 times 25 is 100. Now it's important here that we did 4 times 25, and these two zeros here belong to the product of 25 times 4. I still have these two zeros that I need to annex to the end of my problem. So my answer is 10,000. Now let's take a look at two more problems. So we have 39 times 488. I'm going to round my 39. The 9 is telling my 3 to bump up to a 4, so I'm rounding my 39 to 40. And when I look at my 10 spot for 488, the 8 is telling my 4 to bump up to a 5, so I'm rounding up to 500. So my problem is 40 times 500. My mental math of 4 times 5 is 20. Now this 20, this 0 here, is not a part of any of the zeros to annex, so I have to annex 3 zeros, and my answer is 20,000. Now let's take a look at 42 times 249. I'm going to use the strategy of rounding just because it's the easiest in my mind. So I take a look at the 2, which is telling my 4 to take a rest at 40. And I look at my 4 here, and it's telling my 2 to take a rest to 200. So I'm doing 40 times 200, and 4 times 2 equals 8. And I have 3 zeros to annex. So my answer, or my product, is 8,000. Until next time, this is the fantastic Mr. B. Make sure to click subscribe and like.